engine is revving, gears turning, and the smell of burning rubber fills the clear morning sky. It's a great day for the races, and Road and Track and Electronic Arts will feed your craving for fast cars, beautiful scenery, and blistering fast 3D racing in the Need for Speed for 3DO. To present two unique viewpoints on this no-holds-barred racing game, let me introduce the cool Big Dog and Constable Cindy, your friendly neighborhood police officer. The floor is yours.
Guys, this is the Big Dog, and welcome to the Need for Speed. This title allows you to race any of 8 exotic cars, including a Lamborghini, Dodge Viper, Ferrari 512 TR, and more. Better yet, you can race them through awesome scenic courses. Here you can crank these puppies into 5th gear and watch the rubber burn.
That's if I don't get to you first. You see, we're patrolling the streets and looking for hotshots like you. If I catch you in the act, even one little teensy-weensy mile over the speed limit, I have an empty cell reserved for you. Looky here, it's the main menu. Here you can select the course you want to race on and the car you're going to use, among other things.
Of course, you can elect to race against an opponent or against the clock, whichever you prefer. One of my main gripes with this title is that it doesn't have a 2-player mode. Nevertheless, my opponent is in for a good tire smacking when the green light flashes, and he's a distant memory in my rearview mirror.
Yeah, and then when I sneak up into your rearview mirror, your car will be a distant memory sitting in the impound yard. Here's the car selection screen where you can choose from the 8 available cars. Of course, as a police officer myself, I suggest you pick a nice, safe car with an airbag and always wear your seatbelt.
Don't worry, I'll be moving down the freeway so fast that I'll be firmly pinned to my seat by the G-force. Hey, how about those cool cars? The best thing is that this is a game, meaning you can smash and crash those cars all you want. And guess who's paying for it? Nobody! Don't you love computer games?
Now we've moved onto the road and look at the beautiful scenery here on the Alpine course. As you notice, this driver is on the right side of the road looking in his rearview mirror and obeying the speed limit. Good job. Don't try driving on this road at night, as there are no streetlights.
The only light in this game is the fire the other cars will erupt in when I'm done with them. You see, you can get into these really cool crashes during the game, including head-on collisions and pushing folks off the road. Hey, it's only a game, remember?
You can clearly see all the possible obstacles and hazards up ahead. The game allows for 3 different camera angles: in-car, tail, and helicopter views. Similar to the camera angle method of virtua racing, switching between the 3 views allows you to get a good idea of what's coming up ahead. The in-car view also has a rear view mirror to identify any.
If you know what you're doing, tailgaters are no problem. If anyone's close enough for you to see them in your mirror, you're not doing your job. But of course, not everyone can handle a Lambo the way I can.
And you're so humble too. Feature I really enjoy is the instant replay, so I can catch the dog's every move on tape for the judge. Then the only thing he'll be driving is a lawnmower around the penitentiary.
I really like watching the replay because it has a lot of great camera angles and even a highlight reel of all the fun crashes during the race. You can play director and edit your own movie out of the race using 5 or 6 different angles, including a special cop cam.
As I've mentioned before, the cops are positioned along all of the 3 race courses to nab any speeders who just happened by in a $90,000 sports car.
Ooh, is that a threat? All you have to do is outrun the cops and you can put the pedal to the metal. Still, the title is more of an experience than a game, as it was developed by the same folks who did the Test Drive series on the PC. There is a degree of competition involved, but the game's niche is the experience of driving.
I should mention that since Road and Track is involved with this title, there are jaw-dropping images of many cars included, and the cars are modeled realistically. Every car in the game handles and brakes differently according to its performance on the road.
The cars do handle realistically, making this the only way those of us without a handy $500,000 can see how all these dream cars drive. Of special note are the ambient sound effects, especially in surround sound, which are extremely realistic. You actually hear the cars approaching you from behind, and the sound gets louder as they get closer.
Well, the race has come to an end, and all in all, it was a fun trip, especially the part where I caught Big Dog for speeding. But since the dog is the real car aficionado, I better let him give you the real scoop on this title.
The real scoop is that Cindy doesn't want to admit how much fun she had racing at 100 miles per hour chasing me. At times, I didn't really feel like I was traveling at 100 miles per hour compared to Road Rash, where you really felt the speed. Still, this game is an immaculate assortment of blistering fast car racing bonded together with awe-inspiring scenic routes to die for. If you like the idea of racing hot cars, get the Need for Speed. Buckle up, twist that ignition key, and take off the parking brake. It's time for some no-holds-barred racing in Road and Track presents The Need for Speed from Electronic Arts. Utilizing an amazing 3D engine, players can race 8 of the hottest cars available today, perfectly modeled down to the hood ornament. There are 3 courses available, and you can race against the clock or a computerized opponent, but there's no 2-player option. The graphics in 3D engine are jaw-dropping, and the rendered models of the cars are near perfect. I also really enjoyed the multiple camera views and the replay feature. There's no split-screen 2-player mode, which would have enhanced gameplay a lot. Also, this is more a driving experience than a game, which may bother some gamers. The biggest problem is the fact that although the game says you are traveling at 100 miles per hour, it doesn't always feel like you're moving that fast.